Hi, everyone. So we are now in week 4 of the support class, which means we are a month in. And this week, we're going to do grammatical exercises for this class. Now, of course, you still have your English 1101 work that you're responsible for. If you're in my class, then, of course, your final draft of the narrative that you turned in your first draft for last weekend is going to be due this weekend. And if you turned your first draft in early, and by early I mean like Friday or sooner, I've already gone ahead and given you my comments. If you waited till the last minute, which was like Sunday night, then you'll get those comments within the next couple of days. So you'll have time to make whatever adjustments I suggest. So for the grammatical exercise this week, this is, I believe, the only week which I'm going to have 2 of them for you, but they go hand in hand. And they have to do with sentence structure. One of them is an exercise on sentence fragments. One of them is an exercise on comma splices, and the website calls them fused sentences, but that's another name for run-on sentences. So if it's not a comma splice, then it's a fused sentence in this exercise. So the way I got this set up, the subject verbs is the toughest of the grammatical exercises if you do what I'm telling you right now, because I couldn't find a good resource online for the subjects and verbs thing, so I put together a slideshow. I can tell who looked at it, and I can tell who didn't, based on the grades that you got. But for this one, I found a really good resource called Grammar Bites. And so for the rest of the semester, whenever you have these grammatical exercises, which will be any week that we don't do early drafts of 1101 essays, you'll have a link there. So I've provided a paper, like a document of the exercise. So you'll open that document. It'll probably be a PDF, I believe. You can print it up, and that's what I would recommend if you do, so that you can keep track of the answers. If you don't have a printer, then you can at least keep it minimized, and I'd pull out like a piece of paper and write down the answers that way. Then there is an interactive practice link, which goes right to the Grammar Bites, and you will see those same questions that's on the paper one in the online one if you follow the link that I've shown you. What my recommendation is practice on that first. Then, click on your answer, and it will tell you right away whether you got it right or wrong. Oh gosh, I got it wrong. Well, let me get an explanation. So there should be an explanation link. It'll say, get an explanation for what the true answer is. And so you click on that, and it will not only give you the right answer, but it will tell you why the right answer is the right answer. It'll say, the reason this is a fragment is because it has the subordinate conjunction at the beginning of it. Or the reason that this is a comma splice and not a fused sentence is because a comma separates the 2 complete sentences. Something like that. So get those explanations. Then mark down the right answer. Then when you go into the quiz, it's going to be the very same questions, and the answer is going to be the very same. So, and it'll be multiple choice. They're all A, B, or C, I believe, and every one is the multiple choice A, B, or C. So you'll take a look at that, and you will mark the right one based on what you've learned by doing the interactive exercise, and then you should get 100 on that quiz if you do what I'm telling you, which is have the document open, go into the interactive one, find out which one is the right ones that way, but don't just do that. Learn why, right? Learn the rule. Learn exactly why this makes a fragment and this doesn't. Learn why this is a comma splice, this is a fused sentence. Learn all of that stuff so that you can apply that when you actually write your own essays. So that's it for this week. So grammatical exercises. I'll have the comments for those of you who waited until the weekend to get your first drafts in, sometime in the early part of the week. Can't promise to be any earlier than Wednesday, but I'm going to try to get them in earlier than Wednesday. And we'll go from there.